Here is the finished product of the bed rack XR, all done and installed. I think it looks really good. All right, everybody, we got a pretty cool project today. Working on the HD11 trail icon. As you know, sent us a bunch of goodies. We've been installing accessories all week. I still got a lot more to go. Lots of cool stuff on the way, but this video in particular is on the bed rack XR. It's going to be going in the back here, mainly for my hunting excursions or my overland excursions, trying to get into longer distance trail rides with all the stuff I need. So this whole machine right here is basically going to be built for kind of trail riding out West Virginia. That was the whole goal behind it. Like to take the family with me. As you guys, if you guys haven't been part of this, I've had it gone for a while. I just got a bunch of stuff done in here as far as the audio system goes. It turned out phenomenal. Check that video out if you have any questions on that. As you guys can see, I'm already working on some other trail icon stuff. That's their Versatech system. I got their new pocket guard. I got their center console. Lots of really cool stuff. I'm going to go through all this stuff in fine detail, so don't worry if you haven't caught that. I'm going to do a complete trail icon build at the end of this so that you guys can see all the cool things they sent me, so you can get them from your ride. Super cool dude, right? Michael and his wife have a company out there. I believe it's in Utah. All custom and designed in-house, really top quality stuff. He puts a lot of time and effort into all of his products to make sure the fit and finish is perfect, and I can definitely attest to that. Some of the stuff I've seen. Really excited about getting this rack installed. It's probably one of the nicest ones in the market. I've been excited. I've just been really busy with work and other projects, and I haven't really had a Defender. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this and see what everything looks like. All right, fast forward here. We just got everything out of the box. As you can see, this is some really top quality stuff. I will be the first to tell you, if you ever call Mike and say that you got damaged packaging, you're a liar, because every single piece of this thing was wrapped like you read about. Very, very top quality. I was pretty impressed with that. It did take a while to get it all out of the box and laid out, but that's what I like to do. If you guys have ever seen me before, I like to lay all my pieces out. Once I get the instructions, it makes it quicker and a lot more seamless to put it all together. But quite a few pieces here, but I don't think it's too much to be worried about. What you get in the kit here is you get the link studs, you get the bed rack hardware kit there, so that's pretty cool. Everything's already in a box for you. And your gas shocks, your center skirt springs, then you even get some L-track tie downs, which is what's used to put into these little guys right here to basically hold some stuff. So pretty cool stuff, really nice, well put together. Let's go ahead and start putting this together. All right, so in your packaging, you'll find basically the card from Trail Icon. You go ahead and scan this with your phone, and it'll instantly pop up your directions for the bed rack XR. You'll go in there, we'll follow step by step. You might not be doing that because you're watching this video, but either way, you can either do this or follow along with me and we'll build it. Once you're on the site, it goes step by step and tells you exactly how to install every individual piece with pictures. Pretty much flawless. I will kind of reference this here throughout the project here to tell you and show you exactly what I'm doing, but you should be able to follow along pretty easy. But if you need to, PDF instructions from Trail Icon, super easy to follow. All right, here we go. We got the hardware kit and all the hardware required, all labeled nice and neat. The tools required to do the job. You're going to need a 4mm Allen key, 5mm Allen key, 2mm Allen key, a flathead screwdriver, 13mm wrench and socket, an 11mm wrench, a 1/2" wrench, and a 1/2" socket, and then maybe a buddy to help you lift it up, as per the instructions. So these tools right here, all you need to install the rack. All right, so step one, you're going to start building your top panel here. The one in the middle is going to be the ones without any of these little guys that stick right out here, these little nipples here. So you'll notice that the middle one doesn't have any of those, but the outer ones do. So you're going to take them and line them up like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to end up Loctiting and shooting bolts through each one of these holes all the way around and attaching this all together. The ones you're going to use is your bag number 1, your M6 by 12mm. It comes with some thread locks. You're going to thread lock those on, and then you're going to use your Allen key to go ahead and thread them in. That is step 1. Go ahead and do that. All right, for the next step, you're going to grab your nice long piece, and that's going to attach through these holes right here all the way down, and you're going to use the exact same screws. All right, right, now we're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the opposite side. Same exact thing. All right, for our next piece, you're going to take this one they call the basket mollies. You're going to take this guy and it's going to flip kind of in an upward direction. And if you see your 4 holes that are sitting in here, it's going to slide in, and using the exact same hardware that we've been kind of using routinely here, we're going to do the exact same thing. Bag number 1, little thread lock, a little bit of screw, try to get them all in, then tighten them down. You're going to do this one, and then you're going to do this one. Let's do that. All right, for this next part, we're going to go ahead and grab number 2. You're going to need a 13 millimeter and a, what is it, a 5 millimeter Allen key. And then anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the bedpost down. This is the first one. This is kind of what they look like right here. And you're going to end up threading your bolts through here and making this leg attach just like this. So go ahead, you're going to go through and you're going to do that, and then we'll meet back. All right, just to give you guys a little bit of a closer look at what I'm doing, I went ahead and I threaded all these little 4 bolts in through here, and I just stuck them all in and hand tightened them. Now I'm going to go in there with a wrench and Allen key. I'm going to go ahead and tighten all those up. I'm going to do the same on all 4 corners all the way around, and I'll pick you back up when we're done. All right, at this point, you should have had all 4 of these arms installed. Bolts go in nice and tight. It should be looking something similar to this. It was pretty self-explanatory. You should have used all the hardware that came in that bag. All right, let's go ahead, keep moving on. I went ahead and I rotated this down. You can see it's really starting to turn into something. But from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on the side skirt pieces that go right here. So go ahead and grab all the pieces that look like this guy. There should be 4 of them. You should be looking something like this. See all the panels are sitting on tight. You're gonna go ahead and go back to your original bag that we were using, the M6 by 12 screws, the very first one's a small, size 4 Allen key. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna thread it in all these little holes all the way across. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, this is how you should be looking now. All your screws are installed and your hardware should be good. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna grab this thing called the center skirt. You're going to use the exact same hardware you were just using, and we're going to install that center skirt on the inside of this little square panel here, just like this. Alright, when you're all done, it should look something like that. Go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, moving right along, go ahead and grab your pieces that look like this. There should be 2 of them, called the end skirts. You're going to go on, you're going to thread them on, and you'll see all the places that they connect all the way across. We're still using the same bag 1 hardware from before. A little bit of Loctite. Go ahead and tighten them up on both sides. Alright, so in the instructions it actually tells you to go ahead and install these link studs real quick, but I'm going to hold off on that just because I got my toolbox and they're still. Alright, this part might be a little bit hard for you guys to see. Hopefully you can see this okay. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take a piece that looks like this, which is like the inner support for the wall. And you're going to come in here and you're going to find the one that fits. Sorry. And you're going to see where the studs go in, and you're going to lock it in just like that. And you use the exact same screws we've been using, and go ahead and install all 4 on that side. So go ahead. Alright, we got all these panels on all the way across. One thing that I did notice is that probably has to do with it if you get to have the, I don't know if all the HD11s are, but if you got the snorkel model, you're going to want to make sure you do 2 of these panels without the side on it. On one side, as you can see, I did that side and this side over here, where you can see this has kind of got rabbit ears on both sides. I think that's to make sure that you don't run into bumping into the snorkel here. So with that being said, we are ready to start throwing on the doors. Been pretty much easy breezy so far. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is day 2 of the Bed Rack XR. I stayed up a little late last night. Just want to make sure I knew how to put these doors on with the gas shocks and swivel, and I've got it all kind of figured out. So I'm ready to jump right back into it and pick up where we left off. That's going to be our next thing, is putting those doors on. What you're needing to do this job is you're going to need your 2 mounts that kind of look like this. I forget exactly what they're called, but this is what the door hinges on. So it's like kind of like a little mini hinge. You're going to need a flat blade screwdriver to be able to install those, and a 2mm Allen key. It's real small. And you're also going to need a 13mm wrench for these 2 nuts here. They're going to thread on the back. Between that's pretty much all you're going to need to do. We'll go ahead and grab the door and we'll get started putting this one on. I'll show you how to do it step by step. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do to make our life easier is we're gonna loosen this up a little bit so this can free play and move up and down, so this thing can go in and out the way it's supposed to. This allows you to center the door hinge up, so just loosen it up, but don't take this off. Just loosen it up just a little bit. Same with this one. This just prevents you from having to do it here in a second. All right, now, so a little bit of explanation how this works. This is gonna go into the side of the rack right here in this hole right there, but it's gonna go through this door like this first, if that makes sense. So you're gonna wanna push this thing kinda in there, but you want this to be able to slide in and out. All right, so hopefully you guys can see these are threaded in all the way basically until they stop, but this still has free play to move left and right because that Allen key's out. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come back around to the outside, and the reason those are loose is because you need to be able to look at the door left and right and make sure you have the same gap. And then once you realize you have the same gap, you're gonna go ahead and push those sleeves in and then tighten up that 2mm Allen key, and that's going to stop any free play from left or right to the door so they open freely and clearly the way they're supposed to do. Alright, here are the 2 gas rods, and you're also going to use the 13mm knights that I talked about. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up. Now that we have those pins in there, if you do it just enough, it'll kind of keep itself up there. And you're going to thread one side into this guy right here. Hopefully you guys can see that, sorry. You're going to thread one guy into this guy right here, and then you're going to thread the other one to the bottom. I recommend doing the tops first so they're nice and free and loose, and then you can do the nut in the bottom. So go ahead and do that. Gas shocks face up. Now go ahead and grab your washer and your nut. We're going to feed this through here. It goes on the top of the 2 holes. You're going to have to drop this down just a little bit. It goes in place, boom. Then go ahead and thread that on there. Alright, so now we gotta install these bed rack accessories to be able to actually bolt the rack on. I've already done a couple of these, as you can see. What you're gonna need is these things called the link studs. It looks like this. You go ahead and unthread that all the way out. You're going to shoot it through one of these brackets, and you're going to re-thread it in just enough until you can get it through the hole there, and you're going to drop it through the hole. And now the trick to this is you're going to pull it up, and once it's locked in, you're going to keep pulling up and threading it in until it locks into place. Size 6mm Allen key. And then you'll be close, get pretty close, and then alright, once it's in there, it's not going anywhere. I knew I took a second away from the camera here, but I just wanted to show you guys. I needed a second hand and I couldn't record, but anyway, what you're going to do afterwards is once those cleats are facing the right way, which by the way, these little circles for the clips here, they face in. I had them face the opposite direction, so I had to spin them around. But anyway, once you get them in, you go ahead and you'll thread in those 3 bolts on each side, and you'll do that on all 4 corners, and then boom. So we're starting to get it to where it should be to be able to lock in. Trail ride, still gotta do a bunch of stuff to it, but here's kind of an idea what it's gonna look like. Okay, now that we have those in, all I did was go ahead and install these push button pins. They're super simple. They just literally unlock, push another one, and then that'll unlock. It's hard to do with the camera, but you'll see. It looks like these. I'm going to show you how to install them. It's really, really simple. But I wanted to do one side before I showed you guys. It'll come down and it literally will lock, and it's secure, no rattles whatsoever. Let's go ahead and show you how to do that. Super. Alright, go ahead and grab your bag that says number 4, latch hardware. Should have something that looks kind of like this in it. Alright, take your button side. We'll go ahead and unthread this. Alright, once you have it apart, you're going to take the black part. You're going to stick it through the hole, like so. And then just like this nut lock washer, you're going to go thread it in. I don't have 2 hands, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, now you're going to take the other half out of the bag. I'm going to show you to stack up on the screen right now. It's going to be nut, then a washer, then another washer, then a nut. So here's your stack up, what it's going to look like from one side. You're going to go ahead and put this through here like this. Grab another washer on the opposite side. Then you're going to grab your lock nut. throw that on there. Exact same thing over here on that side. All right, now you got these latches in on both sides. What I like to do is I like to leave these loose at first. And then what I'll do is I'll close the door. And I'll wiggle them around a little bit with the screw itself till it finds its home. And then I'll tighten it up. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check it. This might take you guys just a couple of tries. It's not too hard. It's pretty easy. But it should be very easy to just pop open and then just a slight push to close. And no shaking, no rattling. That's also even one-handed probably. Yep, and there you go. That's how you know it's kind of all done. Once you find its spot, crank it down, and you should be good to go. All right, here is the finished product of the bed rack XR, all done and installed. I think it looks really good on the machine. Perfect for a good overland setup. About enough room for a 35-inch tire up top. Plenty of room for accessories. That's going to be my next video, is accessorizing and adding a bunch of stuff for it. I got a bunch of roto packs. I'm going to go ahead and wire up all these lights. They have an amber backlight function and a white function. The back has a red backlight function and a white function. They're all going to be off separate switches, and I am going to wire them into the ECM. But here's some kind of look from like kind of all angles here. Show you guys what everything looks like. I really dig it. Like I said, I'm going to attempt to do a lot more long distance mountain riding. And I think this is going to be a ticket for storage. I like how it's got stuff that goes all over the place. I like that it's just got these quick release buttons that let you just kind of get your gear. I'm still working on how exactly I'm going to organize the bed so I can get everything in there, but this is basically the build video, how to get it installed. I really hope this helped you guys. Like I said, my next video is going to be wiring up the lights to work with ACM, accessorizing, roto packs. I got a bunch of other stuff that's going on the rack itself, but I don't want to make this video too long, so hopefully this helped you guys install your own rack. As you guys can hear, I definitely got some thunderstorms coming, but I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Use code ROTAX at Trail Icon, save you 10% on anything you buy. That's quite a bit of money to be saved whenever you're buying something like a bed rack XR. But I know they're expensive, but I promise you guys, like, these are probably some of the best top tier quality products that you can buy for our application, and everything they make is really nice. I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of other cool stuff they've sent me as well. Little sneak peek. Some other things I've installed real quick. You can see I've got the Versatech dash system I'm still working on. I've got the nice pocket guard. It's kind of hard to see, but you can store stuff in here now. More in-depth video coming on all those accessories. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this helped you out. Really am a huge fan of the bed rack XR. Stay tuned for the next video about accessorizing this and adding all the lights. And yeah, I'll see you guys in that one. Thanks for watching.